Tune in this month on the Cutter Historical YouTube channel as September will be a September to remember, as many sports will be broadcast. Baseball, we have the OTP Legends League Season 4 alongside PC Replay Baseball at times. It's the pennant stretch. Above the Rim College Hoops, the 64 best teams through the 16 tournaments that I pre-done will be set up, and a tournament winner must be held. Second and 10 PC football, as college football on Saturday and NFL on Sunday. 128 team single elimination battles will commence. Stone Cold Hockey, we will talk about the 1981-82 season set and a playthrough there. Cutter Top 10 sports videos on major sports, baseball, basketball, football, hockey, and a few others. ASG Golf goes Canadian as all four tours head to Glen Abbey in Oakville for weekend battles. NHL 94 Emulator mods, as ROMs will be set up of different national teams and different NHL formats. Of course, chat about boxing. We'll have a grand tournament of winners from Legends of Boxing and much, much more. It's the Cutter Historical YouTube channel for September. Don't miss it. And now back to your feature presentation. Hey there, Heather, ho there, it's Jeff Cutter. I'm welcoming you to another Cutter Top 10 video, and today we're looking at the top 10 horse racing Triple Crown winners of all time. Now you'll be thinking, well, this is kind of stupid. I mean, after all, it's horse racing, but like, it's still a sport. It's still, people bet on it in massive amounts, and oh, everyone wants to go see the ponies and all that. So, anyway, to win the Triple Crown, the American Triple Crown, you have had to win the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont in a 5-week period, because the Kentucky Derby is one weekend, one Saturday, and then 2 Saturdays later it will be the Preakness, and then 2 weeks later it's the Belmont. So you have to do 3 races in 5 weeks, and you have to win them all. Not many horses have done it. Only 16 have done so. So we're looking at the top 10 of these horses that have won a championship, the Triple Crown. Now, there is a couple of honorable mentions. Honorable mention 1 is the first ever horse to Triple Crown, and it was Sir Barton being the very first official winner in 1919. So it's been 100 years of a Triple Crown winner and all that. Also, the fact of the matter is, a lot of people thought Man of War would be a Triple Crown winner, but I believe, what race did he not do? I don't think he raced in the Kentucky Derby. He didn't race in one of those 3 races and could have been the Triple Crown winner. And also, Assault in 1946 had physical adversity to triumph. Thanks Seabiscuit, but more successful. All right, number 10 is Justified from 2018. Justified became the most recent Triple Crown winner in 2018. And no, it did not break that Triple Crown drought everyone was talking about. That'll be horse later on. But yeah, Justified was the last Triple Crown winner to this day. It was 7 years ago. He didn't even race as a 2-year-old, which was unusual. But the great Bob Baffert, who is known for training these horses, overcame muddy tracks and tough fields, cementing his place in history. He only debuted as Justify, only debuted 112 days before winning the Triple Crown. So that's like 3 months. That's nearly 4 months of action. So Justify doing his job, and he won the Triple Crown. Number 9 is Count Fleet from 1943. He looked pretty impressive and all that. He won the Triple Crown with ease. He had a brief racing career. He basically scared away potential challengers and became a leading sire, meaning a father, if you will. But yeah, he had great dominance. His Belmont victory, in New York, was a 25-length ramp. But basically, a horse 30 years later will basically say, hold my beer, and did that longer. Anyway, number 8 is Whirlaway from 1941. He had a lot of come from behind wins. Basically, you count him out, but then he just would storm back and win. The Colt actually set a Kentucky Derby record at the time and powered home in both the Preakness and Belmont. He had explosive finishes, his unique personality. People liked the horses and all that. Of course, this is when the newspapers were king and TV were not. So that's what you have thinking. Number 7 is Gallant Fox, 1930. While Sir Barton was the first Triple Crown winner, Gallant Fox became the second one in 1930. Trained by Sonny Jim Fitzsimmons. I don't know if it's the boxer or just some guy with the same training thing. He captivated the jazz age with a combination of grace and grit. And of course, 1930 was the start of the Depression. Gallant Fox is actually the father of Omaha, who was a Triple Crown winner, but Omaha did not make the list. But yeah, Gallant Fox doing the job. I keep thinking that Willie Shoemaker wrote Gallant Fox. It's Gallant Man in that Kentucky Derby thing. Number 6 is War Admiral, which is shocking that it's not in the top 3, but yeah, War Admiral at number 6, 1937. He was the son of Man o' War. Man o' War sired a Triple Crown winner, even though Man o' War didn't win Triple Crown because they skipped one of the races. He lived up to his pedigree and all of that. In 1937, basically the tracks were muddy, so Admiral would have to work his magic both at Louisville Downs, Preakness, and Belmont. He fought Seabiscuit in that famous match race in which it was just the two horses going one-on-one and Seabiscuit beating War Admiral. It's a racing mythic moment and a great delay. David versus Goliath, obviously. Number 5 is Seattle Slew. Seattle Slew's journey was unexpected. He only was sold for $17,500 at that time. That wasn't that bad. He was a modestly bred colt and actually was undefeated and the only horse to win the Triple Crown while remaining undefeated. Basically, he was what Man o' War wasn't, undefeated, because Man o' War lost that one race to the horse named Upset. His combination of raw power, Seattle Slew, and front running speed made him a legend, and he had an influence as a sire, or as a father. Seattle Slew did it. But what's even more impressive was number 4, Affirmed, from 1978. That's right, 1977 and 1978 are the only years in history that there were back-to-back Triple Crown winners. And Affirmed won all 3 races in 1978. But the fact of the matter was, it wasn't just the fact that Affirmed won the Triple Crown. It was the fact that Affirmed would race another horse named Alydar. They met 10 times in races with Affirmed triumphing over Alydar 7 of the 10. You know, you had the tactical brilliance under Steve Cruven, who got the horse being the 11th Triple Crown winner, and there wasn't a Triple Crown winner for almost 4 decades. So that makes 13 Triple Crown winners, if you will. But the fact that Affirmed was there. But as I said, it was huge because Alydar not only had the rivalry with Affirmed, Alydar took second all 3 times. You see, you know the rarity of winning the Triple Crown with all 3 races. But how about finishing second in all 3 races? Alydar took second in each leg of the Triple Crown, which is unusual. Usually there's like at least one horse who breaks up the monotony. But yeah, Affirmed and Alydar were 1-2 in every Triple Crown race. And you can't beat that. Number 3 is American Pharoah, 2015. It was the horse that broke the 37-year drought. There were several chances for someone to do so. I can't remember. I think it was Silver Charm in 1997 that had a chance to win the Triple Crown, but lost to a Canadian bred horse, which was funny. But anyway, yeah, 37-year drought. American Pharoah finally got the Triple Crown. Bob Baffert, great trainer as usual, and Victor Espinosa, a great jockey. He captured the hearts of a new generation, winning the Triple Crown. So it was amazing for people to watch on TV, seeing American Pharoah win. And I wonder if that was the highest rated horse race of all time. I don't know. But nevertheless, not only did American Pharoah win the Triple Crown, he actually won the Breeders' Cup Classic, which is basically a massive one match event at a racetrack. I know Woodbine hosted it one time in 1996. But the Breeders' Cup Classic brings horses from all around the world, not just American horses. And American Pharoah actually won the Breeders' Cup Classic. Now, there is a little bias because the Breeders' Cup had not been created till the 1980s. So who knows what would have happened with all the other Triple Crown winners. Would Seattle Slew affirmed or even War Amaro done the Breeders' Cup Classic? Anyway, number 2 is Citation from 1948. Trained by Ben Jones and ridden by Eddie Acaro, another great jockey, Citation dominated, winning 16 races in the year of him being 3 years old. He was the 8th Triple Crown winner and actually became the first horse to get $1 million in winnings. And his brilliance remains a gold standard in racing. Unfortunately, though, he would be topped by this horse a quarter of a century, aka 25 years later. And number 1, and you can kind of guess, because not only is this one of the greatest racehorses ever, but his jockey Ron Turcotte passed away recently. Number 1, Secretariat, 1973. No list is complete without Secretariat. They said greatest racehorse of all time. Sorry, Cigar. Sorry, Man of War. Sorry, War Amaro. But in 1973, Big Red, as he was known for, not only won the Triple Crown, but did it in record-shattering fashion, breaking all the records in every race, the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont. And those records still stand to this day, almost 5 decades later. He had speed, stamina, and charisma. He was a household name. Everyone loved to see it. And the fact of the matter was that Secretariat, you could say, kind of cheated because he had a bigger heart than most horses, which means he had a lot of oxygen and he wasn't tired as much. But it doesn't freaking matter. I mean, you don't penalize horses for having big hearts. Well, he had a big heart in more ways than one. And the fact of the matter is that when I talked about Burrowway's big win in the Belmont Stakes, what about Secretariat? By 31 lengths. There's a famous image of Ron Turcotte, the jockey, looking behind him and seeing how much room he had over second place. It was a $5 taxi cab ride in New York away, as they say. So Secretariat did his job and was one of the best horses ever. And a Canadian got to be the jockey, so national pride, bitches. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.